Democratic Party seeks to divide and keep this country guessing for them, playing for them. And the Republican Party wants to have people with their eyes on the horizon achieving as much as they can. And that's what Donald Trump represents. When you look at the New York City skyline, you see achievement. You see Donald Trump's achievement. He wants every American to be able to achieve the same thing. The Democratic Party wants to keep you dependent on them.
No, on the backs of poor people. John, I have to respond to this. On the backs of poor people. You're talking about a Donald Trump that refused to pay contractors. You're talking about a Donald Trump who used immigration laws and abused immigration laws to build these same buildings. You just compared what Democrats have done, whatever that is, to slavery. You're saying that Democrats and the fact that people are not who and what they should be, they haven't been able to economically thrive in this country, you're comparing them to slaves? If you want to talk about that, let's talk about economic inequality and what your candidate is going to do to address some of that. Part of the real issue here, Carl, is the fact that he won't denounce white supremacy until white folks.
He has. How many times do you want to do it?
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. And he hasn't even tweeted about it. That's how he uses everything else. But until he goes on a platform and says, this is not the path for our future, we will not be able to benefit off of the backs of poor people and continue to push this type of racist propaganda. We need to call it for what it is. The very people who you're talking about, who you think are looking for free gifts and handouts, are people who have been disenfranchised since they got off the slave ship in this country. And until you recognize that and pay for that, we're going to continue to have this
now
problem.
we're going to pay for it. Now you want us to pay for it.
Yeah, there should be reparations. I'm happy to have that conversation, but I'm sure there's not enough time.
That is the most ridiculous un-American statement I've ever heard.
Oh, there's nothing un-American about reparations.
So do you want white people to pay black people for the response to slavery?
No, I think that's a really dumbed down way of talking about it. I think it's an actual really intellectual
So what do you
conversation
propose? How do we make this better? Let's solve the world's problems.
I'm happy to talk about their housing proposals. There are ways to. I knew we didn't have time for it, John.
No, it's not that we don't have time.